Hello and welcome to the 2014 edition of Journey to the Throne. It's always a pleasure to have you join me as we get to know the 7 beauties vying for the Miss Dominica title. Right now I'm joined by Miss Royette Laurent, contestant number 4. Royette, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Bill.
You're welcome. So tell me, why did you decide to join the Miss Dominica pageant this year?
Well, the reason why I decided to join for the Miss Dominica pageant this year is because it shows our culture. I'm a very cultural person. I've been in the Capuchin cultural group. I've been in the Portsmouth cultural group. So I believe that it's a way of giving back to my country in the form of culture. I also decided to take part because I believe that I can be an ambassador not only through music, which I'm known for, but also through pageantry as well, stepping or setting a new pace in my life, a new stepping stone for myself, and making my country proud.
How has preparations for this pageant been for you?
Preparations has been very tiring. The ups and downs, ins and outs, making sure my face is always done, always have the right clothes on. When I go to work, I'm working the graveyard shift. When I go to work, I have to ensure I sleep enough during the day so that after work my face doesn't look all saggy and black and just up and up and up and up.
And you mentioned singing. How is preparing for this pageant different from preparing for a show?
Well, preparing for a show, you have to learn like about 30 songs and memorizing them. Example, the 6 from Sister Singers, of which I'm a part of. Rehearsals are not as hectic as the Queen Show rehearsals because the Queen Show rehearsals, well, it have more dedicated time. You have to put your all into it. Not saying that you don't have to put your all into Sister Singers, but I learn songs very quickly, so it's like 2 hours of my time for Sister Singers a day, but for Queen Show it's like my whole day, so it's completely different.
Have you had any major challenges?
Major challenges would be speaking. I speak very quickly, so for the Queen Show I had to learn to tone it down a bit.
Okay, that's a good one. That's something that's great to work on anyway. Is there anything else that has changed your being while preparing for this pageant? Any aspect of your life that's changed?
That's changed?
Yeah. For
People
the better.
know me more now.
Okay.
I'm known more. That's basically it.
Okay.
Just being known more.
What can Dominica anticipate from you on the night of the show?
Well, they can definitely anticipate the best. I will not come out on stage and slack myself. I will definitely go out there and put my best foot forward to give them a great show.
Nice. Tell us about your team and the people involved in helping you put all of this together.
My team is my sponsor, first of all, yes. There's Discover Dominica Authority, as well as the Petro Caribe. Then there's my chaperone, Nicole Celia. There's my assistant, Amika Cognet. My boyfriend who's behind me, Jama Lloyd. My parents, Fix Troy and Jeanette Laura. My brother, and there's also my friends, Sondra, Kenora, Marisa, the whole Clayharbor community,
Nice.
the Portsmouth community, the Northern community, and also the other participants in this Queen Show pageant as well.
How does having all of the support help you?
It helps a great lot. It relieves burdens, my everyday runnings. At least I can appoint someone to do it for me in the event I'm tired or I'm not able to make them, then they always show their part.
Nice. You clearly have a love for singing. You've been a part of several choirs, and you currently are a part of the 6th Form Cicero Singers, as you mentioned, and you also have taken part in a number of singing competitions. What sparked your interest in music?
Growing up, my father always played music. He was also a singer, so I guess it stemmed from there. I've had cousins. There's Tarina Simon, she's my cousin, who's also a singer. And being part of the 6th Form Cicero Singers, you have no choice but to sing. So I guess that's where it stemmed from as well.
Is there a singer that you look up to, and why?
Well, they say you shouldn't look up to anybody but yourself because you can be better than, only you can be better than yourself. However, I do look up to Michael Henderson. Not because she's a member of the 6th Form Cicero Singers as well, she's a flautist, but she also has that great range and that great tonal quality in her voice that I appreciate very much.
What can you tell me about your knowledge of government initiatives taking place in your community?
Well, currently we do have the filling station that is an establishment right now for the fishermen. We also have the wonderful Moroccan hotel that's been built at Cabritz. And there is also the fisheries complex that is more equipped for fishermen to sell their fish, and patrons can actually buy fish from them as well.
How do you think the Moroccan hotel will impact the community?
Well, first off, where it's located, it's ideal location for a hotel. Not much houses around, not much distractions. It's situated where people can come to visit and they can also enjoy themselves. It's close to the Purple Circle Beach Hotel, sorry, the Purple Circle Beach actually, so they can go and take a dive in the sea and enjoy themselves there as well.
Okay. As an ambassador of Dominica, if you had to market Dominica to the world, what are 3 things about Dominica that you would project out there?
3 things about Dominica I would project. 1 is our culture. We have a culture that's rich and unique. 2 would be adventure. Once you come to Dominica, there is always something to do. And 3 would be nature. We have such lush climates, lush vegetation, and it's a very nice place to stay.
Okay, nice. Your bio reveals that you have roots in 2 extremes of the island, Grand Bay and Capuchin. How has each of these communities affected your life?
They haven't really affected me in a bad way.
Okay.
It's just that my mother is from Capuchin and my father is from Grand Bay. So the north and the south connected. But it hasn't impacted me in any bad way.
Okay, but I'm sure your upbringing with both of them have had an impact on your life.
Well, I was actually brought up in Portsmouth.
Okay.
So I didn't have nothing to compare to.
Okay, okay. Tell us about your hometown of Portsmouth. What makes Portsmouth so unique?
Portsmouth has been unique, but Portsmouth is unique because of the different persons that are living there. We've had a centenarian, that's Miss Pampo, who died a couple years ago. So it just shows that healthy living can actually produce something in Portsmouth. There's also the different attraction sites. There's the Purple Turtle Beach, there's Cabritz. You have great personalities, Ian Douglas, Rosie Douglas, musicians as well as Asher Thomas, there's COB. So it's really a nice place that people can develop themselves in Portsmouth.
Okay. Wealth, beauty, brains. Put these in order of importance to you and why.
Wealth, beauty, brains. Okay. Beauty. You have to be beautiful not only for yourself but for other people. Then once you're beautiful, I believe you have brains. So the brains, and then after, wealth. If you're beautiful and you have brains, wealth comes after.
Okay. Everyone has a different perspective on that. What has been the biggest disappointment in your life to date?
My biggest disappointment will be losing my sister. She died at the age of 4.
Okay.
Doctors gave her 10 months to live, but she was able to live to see 4 years and 6 months. She died of trisomy 13. That's where your heart don't function properly, your lungs don't function. She couldn't sit, she couldn't eat. She was eating through a tube. So that's the saddest part of my life.
And how old were you at the time?
I think, well, I was in my first year college, about 16, 17.
Okay, wow. Okay. Okay. What are your future aspirations?
My future aspirations, I would like to take up a business administration.
Okay.
I studied it at college and I haven't finished, so that's what I want to go next.
Okay. Each of the contestants has a platform, something that is dear to them. Royette, I want you to look into the camera and tell your viewers about your platform and why it's important to you.
My platform is domestic violence, not only against children or men, but it's more importantly towards women. The reason why I chose my platform is because I was once a victim to domestic violence, and I believe that if I can come out of it, then anyone can. So that's why I chose my platform.
That was Royette Laurent, advocate for domestic violence, representing the community of Portsmouth. Join her on the eve of February 28th, where I'm sure she'll leave you captivating and wanting more. That's it for this edition of Journey to the Throne. I'm Pearl Fontaine. See you next time.